everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Zijing, a daytime data scientist and a nighttime content creator. Today's video will be about how to thrive as an introvert at work. As an introvert myself, I will share how I switch my mindset from trying to change myself to fit into the extrovert-rewarded environment to really embrace and make peace of my uniqueness and trying to improve my productivity and efficiency at work instead, with some techniques that I summarize. If you are an introvert, you might find it very relatable, and hopefully I can provide some useful advice and different perspective with this video. Even if you are an extrovert, this video will give you more understanding about introverts and how to work with them more efficiently. So without further ado, let's get started. Extroversion and introversion are the fundamental component of one's personality. The word personality actually comes from a Latin word, persona, meaning mask. Carl Jung, who founded analytical psychology, has said, "Life is a stage where we all perform, and the mask we wear distinguishes us from one another." We cannot talk about introvert and extrovert without properly defining them. Carl was also the first person who has introduced the concept of introversion and extroversion. Introversion, in Carl's terms, refers to an attitude of orientation towards the subjective inner world of thoughts, feelings, and experience. Introverts are more focused on their inner thoughts or feelings, finding energy and meaning in their internal world. They tend to be reserved, reflective, and may prefer solitary activities or small group interactions. Extroversion, on the other hand, is an attitude of orientation towards the external, objective world of people, activities, and things. Extroverts find energy and meaning in external experience, social interactions, and the external environment. They are often outgoing, sociable, and enjoying engaging with the external world. Carl emphasized that everyone has both introvert and extrovert aspects in their personality, but one of these tendencies typically dominates in one individual. Unlike the misconception that introverts are the shy ones and extroverts are the talkative ones, the distinction actually comes from where this person recharges their energy. The introverts get energy from being alone with themselves. So whenever they are in a social event, even though they can be very talkative and engaging, these type of activities consume their energy and they often need some alone time afterwards to recharge their battery. On the contrary, the extroverts get energy from socializing with people. That's why they always prefer to spend time with others rather than with themselves. I have always regarded myself as an introvert, even unaware of these definitions. I am a reserved person who feels uncomfortable with strangers. I avoid unnecessary social events because socializing with people, even with my close friends and family, drains my energy. I prefer texting and writing communications over the verbal ones because I have phone call phobia. I enjoy alone times like these cozy stay-at-home weekends or the focused coding hours where I work independently and undisturbed. During business trips where I need to work and socialize even with people I have never met before is really challenging for me. These face-to-face interactions with people always gives me a bit of anxiety ahead of time and out of energy afterwards. I'm also extremely unbearable with this so-called awkward silence, during which I often find myself keep drinking water or digging the ground with my toes. However, being an introvert doesn't mean I am socially awkward or doesn't have any social skills. Actually, my friends are always very surprised to find that I am an introvert when I told them that I am. Even with some reactions, I am able to get my work done and network and maintain professional relationships. It's just that this type of interactions drains my energy very quickly, and I always need a lot of alone time to recharge my battery. If there is only one takeaway I want you to have from watching this video, is that being an introvert doesn't mean we cannot thrive in our own ways. At work, being extroverted and sociable is always preferred. Extroverts are better at making connections and networking, and they are also more comfortable to speak up and make their voices heard. On the contrary, the introverts always give the impression that they are more focused on their work. They are often shy to verbally communicate their expectations and to start or maintain work relationships. However, I think this fear to communicate is actually universal to anyone who are in the early career stages and can be eliminated through improving communication skills. It is not the introverted personality that we need to modify. Rather, we need to focus on how to improve communication skills and also how to work with people with different personalities and working styles. If you are scared of making presentations, learn from the skilled ones. Observe how they convey the messages clearly. If needed, write out outlines and even word-to-word scripts. Practice and rehearsal with people or just by yourself to make sure that you can deliver your message without any ambiguity. And this also reduces the stress level significantly. If you feel uncomfortable to speak up in large meetings, start with the small ones, or just use chat or emails to communicate in writing instead. During conversations with others, if you don't know what to talk about other than work, then give the stage to others. I don't know whether you're also my kind of introvert that can't stand social silence. If I'm socializing with people who are also introverts and we run out of topics to talk about, I always feel obligated to not let the silence last. I will throw new topics or start to make jokes, but this would drain my energy even more. I later learned that it is totally okay to have silence during social events, and if I keep throwing topics into the discussion, then I am actually taking away others' chance to discuss the topics that they are actually interested in. Collaboration is another vital aspect at work. In most cases, no one is working isolated anymore. Asking for help and giving credit and appreciations to others not only improve work efficiency, but also enhance working relationships. It might be uncomfortable for an introvert to collaborate with others. In this case, I find it very useful to identify what is the purpose of this collaboration, and you can focus on the work itself rather than the socializing portion. Another myth is that introverts cannot be good leaders. In fact, introverts can be excellent leaders. Recently, I watched a Chinese show named Call Me by Fire, where celebrities were divided into different groups to compete in music performance. The participants has very different background and talents in acting, singing, dancing, etc. I have learned a lot from the champion of this season. He's definitely an introvert, reserved, and not very talkative. However, he and his team has won almost all important titles of this season. I have learned a lot from his leadership styles and think those are also going to be helpful for us at work. First of all, as a leader, you need to develop an expertise and establish a reputation as an expert in certain areas. Everyone respects his singing skills, which gives him the chance to be a leader that everyone is convinced. Second, you don't need to be talkative, but you need to initiate necessary communications both within and across teams. Sometimes you need to persuade others, sometimes you need to make compromises. No matter what decision you end up making, it should be the result of team communications. Through this process, you will enhance the bond among team members. Lastly, be genuine and altruistic. It is very important to develop trust among team members and let them shine at their strengths. Being a leader doesn't mean being at the center of the spotlight, but figuring out how to unleash the full team's potentials. Give the stage to the right person and let them shine. Despite all those challenges, being an introvert has its own advantages. It is important for us to be aware of our strengths. For example, introverts have more focused time at work because they have fewer distractions. Although often quiet, introverts have more chances to observe and learn. This allows them to develop their own expertise and ensure high-quality deliverables. Introverts are usually more sensitive to others' reactions and feelings. They are more aware of others' feedback, even the unsaid ones, which allows them to adapt quickly and avoid making mistakes. Even though it's challenging for introverts to start any new relationship, once they establish one, they will treasure it more and the relationship usually goes deeper. After so many years of trying very hard to make myself to be more extroverted, I finally realized that being an introvert is not a weakness. I finally realized that introversion is not something that needs to be changed. Instead of bending into someone I'm not, I should focus more on finding a job that suits my personality better and allows me to shine in my own ways. Knowing myself and my preferences, communicating my boundary and respect others are much more important than pretending to be someone I'm not. So, no matter you are an extrovert, an introvert, or somewhere in between, embrace your uniqueness. Life is a stage, and the beauty lies in the diversity of the performances. If you have enjoyed today's content, don't forget to hit the like button, share your comments in below, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, stay true to yourself and keep shining. Bye!